What is going on, everyone? This is Darkside FBSX, and today I'm going to give you a quick little review of my day one of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 beta. First things first, I want to give a huge thanks to Discord for giving me my code. If you have Discord Nitro, there will be a code in your Nitro home section of the Discord, and all you have to do is just go to Call of Duty's website and redeem the code. They will then give you a code for the platform you select, enter the code on the platform store of choice like Steam or PlayStation, and you will start downloading the game. I played the game earlier today on my Twitch channel, which you can find in the description below. And all in all, I feel that the game is very well balanced. The opening guns, being the Han 86 and the ISO Nightshade, were very complementary towards one another in regards to their gun firing speeds, damage, and range. Obviously, the closer you got to your enemy, the ISO outperformed the Han, and when you got further away, the opposite happened, where the Han just outperformed the ISO in every way, shape, and form. The TTK, or time to kill, in the game was also very nice and balanced. It wasn't too fast that you didn't know what hit you, but at the same time, it didn't take forever for you to either kill or get killed. I only played on 3 of the 6 maps in the beta, which were Rooftop, Silkworm, and the map in the video called Transit 213, which, as you can probably tell by the size of the map, gives you Rust, Dome, or Babylon vibes. Although I will admit that the maps I played on were a little bit questionable on their size and viewpoints, as I felt like the maps were large, and small. There was no real medium aspect to it. It would be one of those things about the beta that I would deem a neutral leaning positive, because while I have my complaints about some angles on the map, there is fundamentally nothing wrong with the maps. I felt like they were really good. They had a lot of viewpoints, questionable viewpoints on some of them, I will admit, but good viewpoints nonetheless. And I did like the fact that every single map had some sort of structure and or rooftop you can get on to check the balance of people and to make sure that you had a little bit of an environmental effect to the maps in question. So therefore, you couldn't just run straight forward and see everybody. You had to look up on top of buildings, look on top of cars or buses, and just be very, very more aware of your surroundings. I felt like Modern Warfare is more of a tactical shooter than it is a running gun like the Black Ops series is, which is what Call of Duty Modern Warfare has always been all about, being the tactical shooters and not necessarily being running guns. My only legitimate gripe with the game thus far has been how long it takes to unlock viable attachments for each gun in the game. As I said earlier, I played this game for about 3 hours, bouncing back and forth between the Han and the ISO, and I only unlocked about 5, maybe 7 attachments for each gun in the game. Now, I know you'll sit there and say, well, Darkside, if you would have just stayed with one gun for the entire duration of your stream, you would have unlocked more. And yes, you are absolutely right. But at the same time, I felt like it wasn't rewarding enough to focus on one gun for a specific amount of time in order to make the guns viable at different ranges or to suit my aiming needs. But it also harkens back to the gun balancing being very good, because I felt like every time I put an attachment on the gun, they somehow made the gun worse, and I had to take a few seconds to adjust to the gun's specifications, especially after we added the attachments. The Han 86 was very, very good at medium to long range, but the problem is that the moment somebody got around some cars or around a building or mounting, it got very hard to see them, because I personally did not have a scope on the gun. I am one of the people that I will always put an optical on my gun. It's just how I am. It's just how I've always played. And it's something that I've been trying to break myself of doing, but I just can't do it. All in all, the game was very, very good. I enjoyed it. I would give this game a solid 7 out of 10 in regards to that. It's a great base, it's a great foundation, and while they still have some things to work on, let's just hope that the updates they make to the game in the future for the open beta next week and for the release in October, that they don't break the game. This could be Call of Duty's chance to start rebuilding towards a foundation of possibly making the game great again. That is all I have for today. Please enjoy the rest of the video of me playing the game, and have a good day. If you want to see more gameplay, please head to my Twitch, and I will have that link down in the description below.